And then who was right in the fastest time? Not that many. Who was fast? Rob Sue! Yes! In 3.38 seconds. Rob! Yes! You're very, very, very pleased with us, aren't you? As you would be, that's why you're here. Now, I suppose before you go home, you want to take £1 million off us?
Yeah, as best as I can.
Good man. OK, let's do it. Here we go. So, this is Rob Sue from Kirby in Liverpool. He used to work for a building society. He's also been a council tax collector and a housing benefit distributor, but for the past 3 years, he's been a firefighter. Apparently, his wife, Nicola, put the fire service application in for him. Presumably, she has a thing about firemen. Rob and Nicola met at school and were literally childhood sweethearts. They've been together as a couple for 11 years, but they didn't get married until a couple of years ago. And now they're expecting their first baby. I knew you'd do that. Nicola is pregnant, so Andrew, Rob's brother-in-law, is here. He's sitting up there cheering him on this evening. If Rob does do well on the show, it'll definitely help with the family finances. He'd like to help Nicola launch her own business selling designer children's clothes. So, Rob, loads to talk about. 12 questions answered correctly is all it takes to have me signing that oh-so-attractive £1 million cheque. As ever, I do not have the answers on my screen, so I can't help, but there is help at hand, courtesy of our 3 life-saving lifelines, 50-50, phone a friend, and ask this rather strange-looking audience. Right, lots of luck. Rob, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So, you ready for this? No?
Yeah, you're about as ready as I'll ever be.
OK, question number 1 is for £500. Here it comes. Where are the tests known as SATs most likely to take place? School, hospital, surface of the moon, bottom of the sea.
It's A, Chris. School.
You have £500, Rob Sue.
Have a lovely time.
Have a very nice day, Mr. Tarrant. Goodbye. You have £500. Question number 2 would guarantee you £1,000. Rob, I will tell you, it is the last point at which you could go back with nothing. If you got back, wouldn't you get some stick?
Couldn't face it. Couldn't face it.
Listen, you have 3 lifelines. Be positive.
Okay.
You will get number 2 right. That would guarantee you £1,000. Here it comes. Which word precedes Lauderdale and Worth to give the names of cities in the USA? San, Fort, New, Loss.
B, Fort.
It's the right answer. You have £1,000. Oh, you lie.
No, honest, truthfully, it was.
No.
So, I'll go with the audience.
89% of
I'll
them.
just say C. 89%.
Final answer.
Final answer, C.
It's the right answer. You got £5,000. Well done, 89% of everybody. What's the magic about being a fireman? Why do all these girls go so unnecessary about people like you?
I'd like to say it was to do with the glory and all that, but I think it's just to do with the uniform, to be honest with you.
Does it work?
Yeah.
Right, you have £5,000. Question number 5 is for 10 grand. You're 3 away from 50,000. You now have 2 lifelines still remaining. You've got to phone a friend, you can 50-50. Have a look at question number 5 for 10,000. Here it comes. Punta Arenas, one of the world's most southerly cities, is in which country? Chile, South Africa, New Zealand, Australia. Punta Arenas.
Right, well, I'm not too sure, to be honest with you, but I've got a feeling it might be Chile. It sounds Spanishy. But then if you're thinking southerly cities, Australia's down the bottom, isn't it? I'm gonna have to go 50-50. I know you're gonna leave them too, but go on. 50-50,
No,
please, Chris.
I know you don't believe me. It's completely random.
Oh, it's so easy when you're at home. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to go 50-50. I couldn't trust myself.
Okay. Right, computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Rob the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer.
New Zealand's right next to Australia, isn't it?
Well,
I'm going Chile, Chris.
well, I'm sorry to hear that. Put a jumper on. Final answer.
Final answer, Chile. I'm psyching myself out.
How do you think you've done?
Now I think I've got it wrong.
Why?
Because you've just gone, ow! Whatever. Got a grand.
Rob,
Yeah.
you had 5 grand. You've just won £10,000. Get in! Get in! It's good here, isn't it?
It's all right, isn't it?
It's all right now. See, I like this, because in amongst all this brash firefighting bravado, you're a bit of an old romantic.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
You and Nicola were childhood sweethearts. Mm-hmm. You were together for 11 years. Then you took her secretly to Rome.
Yeah.
Didn't know she was going.
Kidnapped her.
And proposed in a restaurant.
That's correct.
And Nicola didn't cry, but all the women behind you cried.
It's the case, yeah. She, I arranged with the boss without her knowing to take some time off work and then packed a case for her, hid the case in her mum's and woke her up at 5 o'clock in the morning and said, come on, we're going. And she didn't like getting woke up, to be honest with you. But when I said we're going to the airport, I think the penny dropped a little bit and then took her to Rome. And that was it.
Great story. Right, you have £10,000. You would lose 9 grand, obviously, if you gave me a wrong answer at this point, because the money's getting a bit serious. You have 1 lifeline left. That's phone a friend. Could be critical. Question number 6 is for £20,000. You're 2 away from 50,000. Here it comes. What is the name of the former Wimbledon referee who called his 2005 autobiography Lifting the Covers? Dickie Bird, David Ellery, Alan Mills, Len Ganley.
I have to say, I'm not too hot on Wimbledon referees, but I know it's not it's not A or B.
Why is it not A or B?
Dickie Bird was the cricket referee, cricket umpire, and David Ellery was a terrible football referee. So we've got C or D. Can't say I've ever heard any of them names. I'm going to have to phone a friend, Chris. It's okay.
You're not saying it with a great deal of optimism.
It's because I don't want to, but I'm going to have to. I'm going to have to phone a friend.
But which of your mates would know or might know?
I think John might know this.
Who's he?
He's a guy who used to work in the fire brigade with me, who's now since retired.
Tennis player?
No, but he knows the sport.
All right.
Yeah, I'll ring him. Yes,
OK.
I'll ring him.
OK. Phone him. 30 seconds. Tell John the question. 4 possible answers. One of those is worth 20,000.
Hello?
John?
Yeah?
Chris Tarrant, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How's yourself?
Thank you for caring. I'm fine. He's here, you know, and he's in the chair.
Yeah?
That's good.
Very
You
good.
know when you said, I'll be your phone a friend?
Yeah?
Well, this is that moment, John.
Right.
Serious business. He's doing all right. He's on £10,000. It's worth £20,000 to him, your answer.
Right.
All right, mate. Right, next voice here will be Rob. So tell you the question. There are 4 possible answers. One of them is the right answer for £20,000. You've got 30 seconds. Rob, fingers crossed, mate. Your time starts now.
All right, John. What is the name of the former Wimbledon referee who called his 2005 autobiography Lifting the Covers? Is it A, Dickie Bird, B, David Ellery, C, Alan Mills, or D, Len Ganley?
I think it's Alan Mills, Rob.
OK, 10 seconds left. How sure do you reckon you are, John?
50%, mate.
50?
Yeah.
All right, mate, nice one.
All right.
That.
Right, mate.
50.
50%.
It's out of 4
It's not, it's out of 2.
for £20,000.
I'm gonna have to take the money, Chris. Couldn't live with myself if I lost. 50-50 is not good enough to take the risk. Why would he know Alan Mills if he wasn't? Right. Alan Mills.
Hang on. You couldn't live with yourself just now. You want to play?
Yes, gonna play. I'm not gonna be here again, am I? Alan Mills.
Final answer.
Final answer.
You know your brother-in-law out there, Andrew?
Yeah.
He thinks it's Len Ganley.
Oh, sugar.
He's wrong. You're right. You just won £20,000. Are you on your way home? You don't? No, I couldn't live with myself. Oh, all right then. Why did you suddenly change your mind?
Because how many times are you going to get an opportunity to be here?
Once.
Once, exactly.
life.
And a grand is a grand.
Yeah.
So,
Right, now listen. Len Ganley's snooker, by the way.
there you go.
You have 20 grand at this moment. You can walk away, Rob Sue, with £20,000, and you'll be ever so popular when you get in.
Yep.
However, the next question is worth £50,000. If you go for that and give me the right answer, that would be the minimum amount you would go home with tonight. If you go for it and give me a wrong answer, you lose 19 grand, OK? Please don't do that. You have £20,000 at this moment. Question number 7. You have no lifelines left, but question number 7 is this. Julia Goldsworthy is a member of which political party? Labour, Conservative, Liberal Democrat, Plaid Cymru.
Well, I've had a lovely time. I haven't got a clue. I really haven't. So I'm going to guess... no, I'm only joking. Honestly, I'm going to take the money, Chris. I haven't got any clue.
Sure.
Positive.
But if you had a, you know...
If I had one... They're all as bad as each other. I'd say Labour.
But you don't want to play.
No chance. No
I don't
chance.
want you to. I really don't want you to.
No chance.
Final answer, going to take the money?
I'm going to take the money, thanks, Chris.
You've been absolutely great. Give him a big hand. Rob Sue. Rob Sue goes away with £20,000. And I will tell you, if you had said Labour, you'd have just lost 19 grand. The right answer is actually Liberal Democrat.
There you go.
OK, stay there. We'll take a break. He goes away with £20,000. We have 9 more contestants itching to get into that chair. One will in a couple of minutes. Here comes their next question. Put these actresses in the order they first portrayed Miss Marple on film or TV. Geraldine McEwen, Joan Hickson, Julia Mackenzie, Margaret Rutherford. Looks of joy on one or two faces, looks of horror on a couple of others. Let's see what happens. This is the right order. I don't forget it's film or TV. Margaret Rutherford, famously back in the 1960s. Joan Hickson, 1984. Geraldine McEwen in 2004. And then Julia Mackenzie started in 2009. So that's the right order. Now, 9 remained. These got it right out of 9. How many? Quite a few. Who was fastest? Howard Carver in 4.28 seconds. Well done, Howard. Well played. Right. There's £1 million up there just waiting to be won. Should we go and do it? Yeah, good man. So this is Howell Carver from Archway in North London. He's currently working as a computer software engineer, but he's hoping to get a PhD that will allow him to work in the medical world. He says his dream would be to be part of the team that finally comes up with a cure for cancer. Howell is a keen jazz saxophonist in his spare time. He played in a band at Cambridge University, where he met Emma, his girlfriend of 3 years, who was the band's lead singer. Up in the audience, though, tonight is Will, who's a close friend from university days. If Howell does well on the show, he says it will help to pay off those student debts and help him get that all-important PhD. And a really good win would mean a tranquil seaside home in Cornwall where he could study in peace. Is that right?
Study and surf.
OK. 12 questions, 3 brand new lifelines, £1 million. Howell, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So, this is question number 1 for £500. Here it comes. It is common for a child to use stabilisers when learning to do what? Cycle, tie shoelaces, read, write.
Cycle.
Don't listen worried. It's the right answer. You have £500. Right, Howell, I have to tell you, last point at which you could go home with nothing. I'm sure you won't. Question number 2 of a possible 12. Here it comes. The ability to do several things at the same time is usually known by what name? Multi-working, multi-toiling, multi-jobbing, multitasking.
Multitasking.
It's the right answer. Howell, you have £1,000. Good man. How are you feeling? Calm?
To be honest, it doesn't feel real at all.
Oh, trust me, it is. You have got £1,000. Your whole background is very complicated. You were born in Surrey.
Yeah.
You then went to Oman.
Yeah.
As you do. How long were you there?
18 months, 2 years.
So you probably don't remember it very clearly.
No, I remember being in a swimming pool. That's pretty much it.
So you left there when you were 3, then you went down to Devon.
That's right.
Which is why you're saying you'd love to get back to the seaside and you miss the beach and all
Exactly,
that.
yeah.
Because you wouldn't get a lot of that living in Archway.
No, there's not a whole lot of seaside.
Now, you got £1,000. When you came out from your Archway mansion earlier today, I suspect it's probably quite small. What did you say to yourself, if I could get that amount, that would be fantastic?
Well, obviously, the main goal was to get to 1,000, so I've done that.
You've
so
done
that's
that?
great. 20,000 would be really good.
Yeah.
And 50,000 would just be, like, amazing. That would be really good.
Just tell me, without being nosy, because I always find these figures quite horrific, how far up that tree would you have to get to pay off your student debts?
I don't really want to think about that, but it's 50,000. Yeah, I think... I don't know. I don't read the statements they send me. It's easier that way.
Your parents have just fainted at home. OK. Well, that's why you want to get to question number 7, then you're in profit. OK, right, you have £1,000. Let's get you some more. You have 3 lifelines. Question number 3 is for £2,000. Here it comes. What surname is shared by comedians Katie and Joe? French. Eclair. Brand. Tate.
It's Brand.
Joe Brand?
I've heard of Joe Brand.
Katie Brand?
It rings a bell. I've heard of Joe Brand.
Up to you.
I'm going to go with Brand.
Final answer.
Yeah.
It's the right answer. You got £2,000. You have £2,000. You have all 3 lifelines. Question number 4 is for £5,000. Which of these creatures does not have a shell? A whelk, a terrapin, a clam, an echidna.
I have a hunch. I'm trying to decide if it's more than a hunch.
How strong a hunch? Do you want to risk a lifeline?
Pretty strong. Yeah, it's an echidna. The other three all have shells, and an echidna doesn't.
On the plate?
I can't picture a whelk. I've never really tried in my life before to picture a whelk, and now, when I really need to, I'm struggling.
Terrapin? Got a shell?
Yeah, definitely. And a clam's definitely got a shell.
And what's an echidna anyway?
See, I think it's quite a small mammal. Like, I'm sure I've read about it in a book by Bill Bryson. I don't know why I remember that. I think... let's ask the audience.
OK, right. Audience, it's worth £5,000. All on your keypads, please. This is the question. Which of these creatures does not have a shell? Now, A is whelk, B is terrapin, C, clam, D, echidna. All vote now. %.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
but you gave them a lot of...
I did, but that would be an awful lot of people to not know what a whelk looks like.
Have you seen them in daylight, this lot? These are scary-looking people.
I'm going to trust them. There
are people here who can barely do their own laces up.
As long as they know what a whelk looks like, I don't mind.
5% say whelk. 5% also say terrapin. 1% of this audience thinks a clam does not have a shell. 89% say echidna. Gonna play?
Echidna.
Final answer?
Yeah.
It's the right answer. You got £5,000. You're right. They are a spiny anteater.
Okay.
They have spines. They have no shell. You play the saxophone.
That's right.
Strange sort of choice of instrument, that, for a young guy. Why sax?
I don't know. It didn't really seem that strange, I guess. I just really wanted to play it.
Is it hard? Is it a hard one to learn?
I don't think it's particularly hard. Like, there's a lot of stuff to listen to with saxophone in, so that kind of helps you learn, because you have something to aim for.
I think it's great. I love the sound of the saxophone. It really lifts a lot of records. You have £5,000. Question number 5 is for £10,000. You have a 50-50. You still have phone a friend. Have a look. Kia ora is a greeting in which language? Maori, Cantonese, Swahili, Gaelic.
Again, I've got a strong hunch, but it's not.
Your hunch was good last time.
It is, but I'm less sure this time. There's one I can rule out, because I can speak a bit of one of those languages. So that's kind of a good start.
Which one? Which one can you speak?
I speak a little bit of Swahili.
Of course you do. Silly me. How did you learn that?
I just decided to try and learn it, basically.
OK, that's
So, I mean, I speak enough to know that kia ora isn't a greeting. I think I'm going to have to use 50-50, unfortunately.
Right, computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Howell the right answer and the one remaining wrong answer. Maori's still there. Gaelic's still there. Kia ora is a greeting in which language for £10,000? Maori or Gaelic?
I'm going to go with Maori.
Not Gaelic.
No.
Why not?
Just the little of Gaelic I've heard, it doesn't sound like it.
Final answer.
Yeah, go for it.
You just won £10,000.
I really wasn't sure about that. I really didn't know that.
Of course you weren't sure about it. I could tell from your face. You're right, you got 10 grand. Now, you are 2 away from 50,000, which when you first came and sat down, you said if I could get to 50,000, that would be fantastic. So you're 2 away. You've got £10,000. This is for £20,000. You have one lifeline remaining. You do not have to play this question. You would lose £9,000 if you get me a wrong answer. Have a look. There are 2 between you and 50,000. You're 7 away from $1 million. Here it comes. Which country's Formula One circuit features the Senna S bend? Spain, Italy, France, Brazil. Are you a petrol head?
No, I don't even own a car. I've watched a little bit of Formula One, but not enough to know that. However,
have a look at it, have a think.
If I guess it, I'm going to get it wrong. And I've got a friend who knows so much about, like, Formula One cars. I think he'll just know it. So I think I'd like to ring Josh.
OK. Sure. You look very hesitant about doing this. It's your last lifeline, but what would your guess be? Just out of interest.
Probably be, well, it's either Spain or Brazil, I think. But I mean, I guess I'd probably go for Brazil if I had to. But I think Josh will know for certain.
So I'm going to phone him?
Yeah, let's phone Josh.
OK, where is he?
He's in Brighton. He's at
I
work.
don't know, I've never met him. Say it like that, he's in Brighton, you fool. OK, he's in Brighton, we'll phone Josh. 30 seconds, tell him the question, 4 possible answers. I'll tell him it's worth £20,000.
Yeah.
Go on.
Tell him he's got to get it right.
Oh, yes.
Hello?
Josh?
Yes.
Hiya, Chris Tarrant here from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Good evening.
Evening.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
You sound a bit quiet. Now, I've got Howell here. He's doing OK, but he's stuck on a particular question. It's worth £20,000 to him.
Okay.
OK, that's fine. And the message is, you've got to get it right. Howell's words, not mine. All right, matey, 30 seconds. Howell, lots of luck. Fingers crossed your time starts now.
All right, Josh. Which country's Formula One circuit features the Senna S bend? Is it Spain, Italy, France, or Brazil?
I don't know for sure. I guess Brazil, because he is Brazilian.
All right. So if you were sat here right now, what would you do?
Probably wouldn't go for it.
Right.
Was he definitely Brazilian?
He's definitely Brazilian, yeah.
All right. Cheers. See you later.
All right, see ya.
Oh, good choice to phone a friend. Oh, great. It's probably Brazil, but if I was there, I wouldn't go for it. Just what you need. Now, what do? You're 1 away from 20,000.
See, I thought Brazil, and Josh thought Brazil. So, like, you know, the odds are that it's Brazil, right?
So good looking at me for help. You know you won't get any.
Yeah, I'm only going to be here once. Let's go for Brazil.
Let's go for Brazil.
Let's
Final
go
answer.
for Brazil. Final answer.
Not Spain.
I hope not.
We'll take a break. Find out the right answer in a couple of minutes. Don't go away. Welcome back to the final part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, where Howell Carver is on the edge of his seat along with the rest of the country at this moment, wondering whether he did right to answer this question. Which country's Formula One circuit features the Senna S bend? Spain, which he kind of deliberated towards and then went away from it. Italy, France or Brazil? He phoned a friend. His friend said he thought it was Brazil, but if he was sitting here, he wouldn't risk it. Howell went for Brazil. He was on £10,000. It was the right answer. You just won £20,000.
Right.
Take your time. This is question number 7. Of a possible 12, it's worth £50,000 minimum. Here it comes. The singer Jade Jones is known as the boyfriend of which former Spice Girl? Melanie Chisholm, Emma Bunton, Jerry Halliwell, Melanie Brown.
I've got absolutely no idea. So I'm going to take the money.
Ring no bell at all.
Absolutely none.
Take the money.
Take the money.
Lot of money.
Yeah,
Good
plenty.
result.
Yeah,
Feel pleased?
very pleased.
Give him a big hand. He goes away with £20,000. I will tell you, and I know how you couldn't care less. The right answer actually is Emma Bunton. Give him a big hand. He goes away with £20,000. Well played. Enjoy that.
Thank you.
20,000. Just 8 eager beavers left, all hoping to have the quickest brain and the fastest finger. Right, here we go again. Nice and quiet, please, audience. Here comes their next question. Put these phrases associated with historical figures in chronological order. We're not amused. The lady's not for turning. Et tu, Brute? Let them eat cake. They don't look that impressed, this lot. 8 remain. Let's have a look. This is the right order. Et tu, Brute, Julius Caesar, and you, Brutus. Let them eat cake was Marie Antoinette. We're not amused was Queen Victoria. And the lady's not for turning was Margaret Thatcher. That's the right order. Now, 8 left. These got it right before we find out who was fastest. Our fastest was Annette Bartley in 5.70. You're so excited. Now, calm yourself. Calm yourself. We're going to do a show.
OK, I will.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
OK, here we go. Good go. Right, this is Annette Bartley from Trelawnyd. I hope we've done that right, in North Wales. Started her career as a nurse, but she is now an independent healthcare consultant, having spent some time in America getting more advanced healthcare qualifications. She's been married to Sean for 18 years. There is, up there in the audience, grinning at me. Annette describes her husband as wonderful but long-suffering. Yeah, everybody's nodding. They have 2 kids, 16-year-old Emma and Oliver, who is 11. Right, fingers crossed, a lot of money so far tonight given away. Let's try and give away some more. 12 questions, 3 brand new lifelines, £1 million to be won. Annette, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Right, question number 1 is for £500. Here it comes. What phrase is used ironically to express disbelief? Elephants might jump. Tortoises might run. Pigs might fly. Cows might gallop.
C, pigs might fly.
Sure.
Pretty.
It's the right answer. You have £500. Question number 2 will guarantee you £1,000. It is the last point at which you can go home with nothing. You have all 3 lifelines. Here it comes. Which of these cartoon characters is famously seen with a pipe? Yogi Bear, Mickey Mouse, Homer Simpson, Popeye.
D, Popeye.
It's the right answer. You got £1,000, Annette Bartley. Look at you, all pleased with yourself. This is great. £1,000 guaranteed.
Yeah.
What? I mean, I've asked everybody this tonight. What sort of target money did you say, or did Sean, the long-suffering Sean, say? You know, if you could get that tonight, it'd be great.
Well, I think 50 grand would be nice. But, you know, I'm a bit of a gambler in life and I'd like £1 million.
Well, of course you would. I'd love you to have £1 million.
Yeah.
OK, you have £1,000 at this moment. That's guaranteed. You have all 3 lifelines. Question number 3 is for £2,000. Here it comes. A circumflex is an accent which most resembles an inverted version of which letter? T, S, V, E.
The answer doesn't spring to mind. Could be panic.
No, don't panic.
Okay.
It sounds hard.
It does, yeah. I think because I'm in a state of panic that I'm going to ask the audience.
Okay.
Because I think they'll know better than I do.
Okay, well, we shall see. State of panic. Right, audience,
so.
this is the question. Here it comes. Your chance to shine, audience. A circumflex is an accent which most resembles an inverted version of which letter? Now, A on your keypads is T, B is S, C is V, D is E. For £2,000, all vote now. Uh, 76 say V, 10% say E, 11% say S, 3% say T.
76% is quite a high percentage, isn't it?
It is quite high.
Yeah.
Bear in mind there's someone in this audience who thinks a clam has no shell.
I think I'm going to go with the audience and take C,
Even though you haven't a clue.
even though I haven't got a clue.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Don't say it like that, final answer. It's the right answer, you got £2,000.
Someone get 10 p.
Hello, welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the show with a whole book full of blank cheques with spaces left for any amount up to £1 million. And your name, yes, your name. Now, already guaranteed a cheque of some description is Charlotte Woodland from Abbey Mead near Gloucester. She teaches 6 to 8 year olds and she has her hands full at home as well because she has 3 little boys of her own. Husband Rob, who came to her rescue last time, was a very handy, efficient phone a friend, is at home looking after the boys tonight, so Charlotte's good friend Claire is back again in the audience. Charlotte's dream is to win enough on the show to stop work for a while so that she can concentrate on looking after her own kids rather than everybody else's. And then Charlotte says she and Rob could start working on baby number 4. And Rob at home has just fallen off the sofa. Now, how much money? It's a little baby. Why do you need more money?
Just, you know, to make things a little bit easier would be nice.
You're either going to have, you know, number 4 or you're not.
We'll see. It depends.
Well, you got 3 boys.
Yes.
So you want a girl?
It would be nice.
We just keep on going until you get a girl.
No, absolutely not.
You'd be like the old woman who lives in a shoe. And you want to take the boys around the world?
Yeah, we've got friends that have emigrated to New Zealand, so we'd love to go and visit those and there.
And you're a big Take That fan?
Oh, yes. Yes, and I always get seats right near the back, so if I get a little bit more, I can treat myself to a seat near the
How many times have you been to see them, then?
About 6.
6? Who's your favourite? Come on, who's your favourite?
Oh, I'm a Mark fan. Mark Owen.
OK, right. Well, now, at the end of the last show, Charlotte had already managed to get to £5,000 and she can still go 50-50. So, how much further can she go? We're about to find out. Charlotte, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? So, you have £5,000. I know you've been dreading this. You have £5,000. Have a look at question number 5. You could double your money here to £10,000. Here it comes. In 2008, Wayne Rooney and Colleen McLaughlin held a wedding ceremony in which country? Why are you grinning?
I'm not.
Why aren't
It's
you
more
grinning?
of a... Ooh.
All right, wait and see, wait and see, wait and see. And you got a 50-50. Sri Lanka, Italy, Costa Rica, Greece. It's worth £10,000. It will have been all over every magazine.
I know. I wish I'd bought them now.
Wayne Rooney and Colin McLaughlin held a wedding ceremony in which country? Sri Lanka, Italy, Costa Rica, Greece. For 10 grand.
Right. I'll use my 50-50, please.
OK, right. Computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Charlotte the right answer and 1 remaining wrong answer. Did you have an idea when they came up? Do you have an inkling?
No, I'm drawn towards Sri Lanka, but I don't know why.
You got 5 grand, it's worth 10.
I'm just trying to picture a magazine.
Well, Colleen was in a lovely Man U strip and Wayne was wearing white.
I can't risk it. I've never had £5,000 before, so
You have at
that's
this moment.
amazing, and I can't risk it. I can buy my boys some treats.
There's enough in there for, you know, baby number 4?
Maybe not, but... No. I really don't know, so I'm going to take the £5,000 and go. Thank you, Chris.
Very polite, thank you, Christopher. Final answer?
Final answer.
OK, give her a big hand. Charlotte goes away safely with £5,000. But you see, Charlotte, you see... If only you'd been, you know, seize the day. If you'd said Sri Lanka, you just lost 4 grand.
Oh.
The right answer was Italy. So I think you did the right thing.
Yeah.
Give her a big hand. She goes away with £5,000. You have to get it down. That's it, darling. £5,000 on its way back to Gloucester. So she did the right thing. She goes scampering off with £5,000. Right now, though, we've got 10 shiny, brand-new people who were handpicked during our recent nationwide auditions. Will one of them make it to that life-changing 12th question tonight? Let's meet them. They are Lauren Dinsdale from Middlesbrough, Lisa Harmon from South Yorkshire, Joanne Mulliner from Bedfordshire, Bob Roberts from Nottinghamshire, Fiona Hapsey from County Tyrone, Sital co-teacher from Gloucestershire, Danielle Lee from Leicestershire, Brian Justice from Wiltshire, Karen Hood from Cheshire, Michael Parkinson from Greater Manchester. They are, you thought Parky had retired. Right, fastest finger first. And time to find out which of our top 10 will be the first to pit their wits against the brain-teasing Millionaire computer. We have 1 question. As always, it'll have 4 answers, but only 1 correct order. Fastest finger first to find out who can punch in that correct order in the shortest possible time. No distraction, please, from the audience. I need them to concentrate at this moment. Right, here comes their first question. Put these radio and TV soap couples in the order they first appeared. Andy and Joe Sugden, Dan and Doris Archer, Stan and Hilda Ogden, Pauline and Arthur Fowler. Looks of joy on some of their faces, looks of horror on 1 or 2 of them. Let's have a look. This is the right order. Farthest back in time, actually, on the radio, the Archers, Dan and Doris Archer from the 50s. Then Stan and Hilda Ogden, Stanley, in the 60s. Then Pauline and Arthur Fowler, EastEnders, in the 80s. And most recent, Andy and Joe Sugden, Emmerdale, in this decade. So that's the right order. Now, out of 10, how many got it right? Let's have a look. Absolutely nobody. Well done, everybody. Marvellous. Why are we applauding them? Are we applauding them because they're some of the daftest people we've ever had on the show? OK, here's another question, then. Starting with the shortest, put these lengths in order. Mile, kilometre, inch, centimetre. OK, let's have a look. This is the right order, then we'll see how many out of 10 got it right. This is the right order. Centimetre, then it's inch, then it's kilometre, then obviously it's miles. So that's the right order. Now, out of 10, looking at their faces, I don't think 10 got it right at all. These were correct, and then who was fastest? Lauren Dingsdale in 3.20 seconds. Lauren! It's only just sitting there going, wow, 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 wow. You sure you're ready for this? I don't know. OK, right, well, she'll be playing for a possible £1 million. We'll take a break. Don't go away.
GalaBingo.com sponsors Challenge.
We have a brand new contestant. Lauren Dingsdale was born in Middlesbrough. She has recently moved to my hometown of Reading. Lauren admits to being a young woman of contradictions. She's just completed a degree in philosophy, politics and economics at Oxford University, but there's nothing she says she loves more than being a cheerleader in her spare time. She's just about to start a 2-year law course in London. She's been with her boyfriend Robert for the past 3 years. He's come along to support her this evening. He's also here because he's angling for a very expensive, flashy sports car. But she's making no promises to him. Lauren says she'd love to send her mum and dad on a world cruise. Oh, and I nearly forgot, she wants to be Prime Minister one day. So pretty straightforward. Right, £1 million for the taking, 12 questions for the asking. As always, I do not have the answers on my screen, so I cannot help, but there is help at hand, courtesy of our trusty Lifelines. She can go 50-50, she can phone a friend, or she can ask this very fine, elegant-looking audience. Right, Lauren, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? OK, question number 1 is for £500. Here it comes. What name is given to a large and impressive house often open to the public? Lofty home, pompous home, majestic home, stately home.
I'm so pleased he came up. Stately home.
It's the right answer. You got 500 quid. Lauren? OK, last point. I should warn you that you could come home with nothing. I'm sure it won't. It hasn't done for years. You have all 3 lifelines. You are 1 away from a guaranteed £1,000. Here it comes. Who won the 2009 series of Britain's Got Talent? Stavros Flatley, Susan Boyle, Julian Smith, Diversity.
It's Diversity.
It's the right answer. You got £1,000. So you grew up in Middlesbrough?
Yes.
And now you're in Reading?
Yes.
What are you there for? It's a fine town, but what are you there for?
My boyfriend Rob has a job in Reading, and I can commute to London, and Reading's cheaper to live in than London.
How long have you known him?
About 3 years.
Is he very romantic?
Yeah, he is actually.
Is he?
Yeah, he took me to Paris for my 21st birthday. And Valentine's Day was only a couple of months after being going out, and he took me away then. He's very cheesy and romantic.
What amount there, realistically, would you like to get? Do you think you could get?
Completely honestly, I didn't actually think I'd get in the chair.
Well,
so I'm really pleased now. 20,000, I think, is the point, which would just be like, wow. Just imagine checking your bank balance and 20,000 there. I mean, I don't need to say that to you. I'm sure that's happened before.
I'm not in this, and I'm not in this.
But that would be amazing.
OK, right, we'll chat as we go. I want to get you up to £20,000, at least. Question number 3 is for £2,000. You have a grand guaranteed. You have 3 lifelines. Here it comes. The Isle of Bute is part of which country? Scotland, Ireland, England, Wales. The Isle of Bute.
I don't have a clue. I'll ask the audience. No. Yes, I'll ask the audience.
OK, right, audience, this is the question. It's for £2,000. Here it comes. The Isle of Bute is part of which country? Now, A on your keypads is Scotland, B is Ireland, C is England, D is Wales. All vote now.
I did think that, because I thought it's...
Oh, you lied.
No, I did. I think, in my head, most of the islands do tend to be, like, up north in the Isles.
You said I haven't got a clue.
Well, I wasn't going to go for it.
OK.
I'll go with the audience, Scotland.
71%, yeah?
Yes.
Final answer.
Yes.
It's the right answer. You got £2,000. You know Robert?
Yes.
Your bloke, you know,
Yes.
wants the expensive car. You thought it was Ireland.
OK,
Worry,
great.
isn't it? £2,000. You have a 50-50. You have a phone a friend left. Question number 4 is for £5,000. Here it comes. The raccoon is native to which of these continents? North America, Africa, Europe, Australia.
Now, I'm sure there's a Disney cartoon with a raccoon in. Can't think which one. Raccoon.
And if there was, where was it set? Because that's kind of critical.
Yeah. I don't know whether to go 50-50 or to phone a friend. That's what I'm trying to decide. And I'm trying to decide who to call if I was to phone a friend. Or if I just do 50-50 first so that they've got a better chance of getting it right.
That'll be your last lifeline.
I know. Oh, OK, I'll phone a friend. And I will call... Peter.
Peter who?
Peter is my mum's friend's brother.
Oh, OK, that's cleared up. All right. All right, we'll phone him. Where's he?
He's in Middlesbrough.
OK. You still got a 50-50 after that. I want to try and creep you up to 20,000.
Hello?
Peter?
Yes?
Hiya, Chris Tarrant here. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
All right, thanks.
Right, now, serious business then. You know why I'm calling you? We're right in the middle of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and you know the fact I'm calling you means that Lauren is in the chair.
Right, yeah.
All right, mate, she's stuck on a particular question. It's worth £5,000 to her.
Right.
So next voice you hear will be Lauren. She'll tell her the question. There are still 4 possible answers. OK?
Right.
Right. Peter, good luck. Lauren, 30 seconds. Your time starts now.
The raccoon is native to which of these continents? Is it North America, Africa, Europe, or Australia?
North America.
Definitely?
Definitely.
All right, thanks a lot.
OK.
Well, he was quite positive, wasn't he?
Yeah. I thought it wasn't Europe or Australia, but then I wasn't sure because I thought sometimes Australia does have funny animals. So...
Yeah.
So then I thought if a 50-50 came up and left it, I wouldn't be sure. So I'm going to go North America.
Final answer.
Yes.
It's the right answer. You got £5,000. You're doing this the hard way, aren't you? I want to get you up to 20,000. Why have cheerleaders got a bad image?
Because people think that it's all short skirts and pom-poms, and it's not.
I thought it was.
Well, exactly. That's why it's got a bad image. It's a mixture of acrobatics, dance, gymnastics. It's backflips, it's throwing people in the air and catching them. There's very little pom-pom waving, if any.
Really?
And it's actually a really, really tough sport.
But I've definitely seen all that going on.
Yeah, they're not proper cheerleaders.
Are they not?
No.
Right, you got £5,000. Question number 5. You could double your money here to 10 grand. OK?
Yeah.
You have a 50-50. Take your time, have a look, tell me what you want to do. The motor race known as the Indy 500 lasts for 500 what? Why are you grinning?
Because I don't have a clue.
OK, miles, kilometres, laps, hours.
Can I take 50-50, please?
I was just thinking that if you didn't have a clue, 50-50 won't help, but see what happens. Right, you have to do it. Computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Laura on the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. Miles or hours, the Indy 500.
I really don't have a clue. But I'm quite tempted to guess. I think it might be miles, because I can't imagine a race actually lasting for 500 hours. I'm assuming they'd have breaks, but then maybe that's what it wants me to think. But the other 2 were kilometres and laps, which are more like distance. You know what? I'd be happy if I went with £1,000. I'm going to say miles.
That was very impulsive.
I'm only here once. Actually, no.
Well, no, actually, yes, you are only
Well, I'm only here once.
I don't know why you suddenly stopped.
Because I don't really want to lose £4,000.
You just did, you went, oh, well.
Yeah, I am only here once. £1,000 amazing. I didn't even think I'd get in the chair. My mum would probably kill me, and my boyfriend probably will too. But I'm going to go miles.
Final answer.
Yes.
Lauren. You just won £10,000.
That was scary.
It was kind of scary. But that's the best fun I have. Now, you've got £10,000, OK?
Yes.
You have no lifelines. You can definitely take 10 grand and walk away, and that would be a pretty good result. OK?
Yes.
Have a look at question number 6. Obviously, it would be for the £20,000 that you said you came for. If you give me a wrong answer here, you lose £9,000. OK?
OK.
Yes. We have £20,000 on question number 6. This is that question. Do You Hear the People Sing is a song from which musical? Les Miserables, Spamalot, Wicked, Footloose.
Now I could do the 50-50, because I know 2 it's definitely not.
You need 3, it's definitely not.
I know. It's 100% not Wicked.
How'd you know?
Because I've been to see it, and I listen to the soundtrack all the time. And I just know it's not Wicked.
OK. What's the other one it's not?
Well, I don't think it's Les Mis, because I think I'd have heard of it. Because I know a few songs from Les Mis. I've never actually heard of Spamalot. I'm going to take the money.
Sure.
I'm not risking it. £10,000 is such a lot of money. And I'm happy, and it would be nice if someone else would go.
You don't feel tempted?
I feel very tempted.
I'm not going to make you lose money. You've got £10,000. What would you go for if you... Forget, you know...
If I was going to go for it, I'd go for Footloose. Because I haven't heard of Spamalot, and I think that'd be really mean to put one that's not quite as famous as the one the song's from. And I have vaguely heard Do You Hear the People Sing? So I'd go for Footloose. But I don't want to lose £9,000.
Of course you don't.
Yeah, I'll take the money.
Sure.
Yes, I'll take the money.
Final answer.
Final answer.
OK, give her a big hand. She goes away with £10,000. Spamalot's ever so famous.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it an old one, though?
No, it's quite
Really?
recent. Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's based on Monty Python.
I might take my £10,000 and buy tickets to go and see it.
Well, you could do, but when you get there, you sit all the way through, and you will not at any point hear anybody striking up, Do You Hear the People Sing? You know it's not in Wicked. If you went to Footloose, You wouldn't hear it there either, because it's in Les Miserables.
Really?
Yes. Give her a big hand. She goes away with £10,000. We have 9 more contestants here waiting to get into that chair. One will, don't go away. We have 9 trigger-happy contestants about to have their fingers become a blur over their fastest finger first keypads. Nice and quiet, please, in the audience, as always. Here comes their next question. Put these words in alphabetical order. 4, 5, 40, 50. One or two of them looking terribly pleased with themselves. We'll see. This is the right order. It's not very difficult, but you've got to do it at speed against the others. 50, F-I-F, then 5, F-I-V, then 40, F-O-R-T, and then obviously F-O-U-R-4. That's the right order. Now, 9 remain. Let's see who got it right and who was the fastest to get there. Lee's got it right. Most of them, but not all. Danielle Lee, who's squealing now. Was the fastest. All right, calm down, Danielle. All right. Yes. She's quite pleased, you know. She was the fastest in 4.53 seconds. Good grief. So, you're quite pleased then?
Yeah.
It was only the spelling.
I know, but I'm good at that.
But it was fast spelling. Now, I suppose you want £1 million now?
Please, please.
OK, come on, let's do it. So, this is the rather excitable Danielle Lee from Shepshed in Leicestershire. She's currently a full-time mum to her 2 daughters, 3-year-old Brooke, and Kimmy, who's not quite 2. But she's tried her hand at all sorts of jobs over the years. She's worked in a supermarket, she's been an accountant, a secretary, a classroom assistant, most recently a deputy head of year in a school. Before any of that, though, Danielle had a fascinating couple of years doing voluntary work all over Argentina. She's been married to Simon for 6 years, but it's her little baby sister, Christy, who's come along to offer her support this evening. Danielle is planning a massive school reunion next year to coincide with her 30th birthday. If she does well on the show, she'd like to treat the 350 invited guests to something very lavish. OK, right, lots and lots and lots to talk about. 12 questions, 3 brand new lifelines, £1 million. Danielle, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Question number 1 is for £500. Here it comes. As what was Picasso famous? Dancer, poet, painter, composer.
He was a painter.
He was a painter. It's the right answer. You got £500. He was a painter and decorator and quite good at wallpaper. You got £500. Question number 2 would guarantee you £1,000. You have all 3 lifelines. Here it comes. Which of these birds is often seen standing on one leg? Magpie, flamingo, woodpecker, robin.
My 3-year-old daughter does a great impression of one of these, a flamingo.
Why does she do that?
She just thinks it's funny to stand on one leg. She's only 3.
So right answer, you got £1,000. Well, that was easy enough, wasn't it? 350 people coming to this party.
Well, I think that's how many people I need to invite. I think that's about how many people are in my year group. I've got about 200 names at the minute, so I need to dig around for a few more names. It's hard work.
You actually keep yourself very busy. You're also on the committee for the village show.
Yes, I help organise the Long Watton Village Show.
The big one.
Yep.
Now, last year, there was a big row about the... what was the big row about last year?
There was controversy about the Victoria sandwich.
Controversy last year about the Victoria sandwich, you're right.
It was.
Eek squeaks. What was that about?
Well, first of all, there was debate as to whether or not we should publish a recipe for the Victoria sandwich for those who wanted to enter the competition. And then there was controversy as to what the recipe should be. And someone said that if they stuck to the recipe that was published, it would come out like a biscuit. And it was completely wrong. It ended up turning out all right. The competition went ahead, and they didn't enter biscuits, they entered Victoria sandwiches.
So this is all what goes on behind the scenes?
Yeah.
How exciting.
Have you seen Vicar of Dibley?
Yeah.
Our meetings are like that.
You live in Dibley,
yeah.
Basically. OK, you have £1,000. Where are we going? Come on, where are we going? 50, 500, million? Where are we going? 10?
At home, I can normally get, you know, to 20 or 50, but when I'm sat here, I don't know whether I'll be inclined to risk as many questions if I'm not too sure, so we'll see. Well, at home, it's not proper money. No.
Here, it's proper money. You've already got £1,000.
And it's a lot of money.
Well, let's try and get you some more. You have £1,000, you have 3 lifelines. Question number 3 is for £2,000. The island of Mykonos is part of which country? Greece, Turkey, Italy, Croatia.
Before the answers came up, I thought Greece. And now I don't know whether to risk that or whether to not. Come on, £2,000. Do I go for it and look like a complete fool bowing out so early?
You have to be positive.
Yeah, it can't be any others. It can't be.
There's no trick questions?
No, there's no trick questions. It's got to be Greece.
Final answer?
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £2,000. OK, you have £2,000. Question number 4 is for £5,000. You have not yet used any lifelines. Which of these is a small glass bottle typically used for potions or medicines? Phobos, phial, pharynx, or phloem?
I think it's phial. Glass phial. I'm sure that. I can't say I'm certain, but do I risk it? I don't think it's any of the others. Phial. I'm going to go for it.
Final answer?
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £5,000. Are you calm?
Yeah, I am.
You seem quite calm.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I'm surprised, actually.
Because you were a bit, you know, hyper when you won last night.
Excited. Rightly so. Shouldn't I be excited to be
No, it's good. No, it's good. It's good.
I don't do calm.
Well, you're doing it at the moment, which is quite impressive. As the money goes up, you may get less calm. You have £5,000. You would lose £4,000 if you gave me a wrong answer here, but you've still hung on to all 3 of your lifelines. Question number 5 is for £10,000. Here it comes. The name Birkenstock is most associated... Why are you grinning?
Because I think I know the answer.
OK. What do you want to see come up there?
Shoes.
Shoes. OK. The name Birkenstock is most associated with what kind of accessory? Jewellery, hats, footwear, handbags.
Footwear.
Footwear. Final answer?
Yep.
It's the right answer. You got £10,000, Danielle. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes,
I
good.
can't believe I've not used a lifeline yet. Oh, 10
Well, it's because
grand.
you know, you're a very, very intelligent woman.
Yeah, of course.
Or you've been dead lucky. You're also a bosom buddy.
Yeah.
What does it mean?
It means I give support and advice to breastfeeding mothers and antenatal mothers on breastfeeding.
Yeah. Is there much to learn?
Yeah.
I don't know, do I? Look at me.
I wouldn't expect you to know much on the subject,
no.
I have to say. Yeah, it was a 12-week course, having to train to be a bosom buddy. It's quite a bit to know about it. It's not as easy as most people think.
OK. Right, you have £10,000. You are two... I don't know if this is sinking into you yet, Danielle. You are two right answers away from 50 grand.
That amount of money is just amazing.
You have got 3 lifelines untouched. You've got 50-50, phone a friend, ask this very fine audience. OK. Question number 6 is for £20,000. You've got 10 grand at this moment. You're guaranteed 1,000. You would lose 9 if you gave me a wrong answer here, but you've got all 3 lifelines to help you through. Question number 6, you can double your money to £20,000. Here it comes. Which of these women is not the mother of twins? Gabby Logan, Jennifer Lopez, Margaret Thatcher, Paula Radcliffe.
I know Gabby Logan's got twins. I think Jennifer Lopez had twins. I'm sure Paula Radcliffe just had one little girl, unless she's recently had some more, but I don't think she... I know, wasn't her little girl 10 months old when she ran the marathon? So she could have had time to have twins since that. I have no idea with Margaret Thatcher.
Well, it's quite high profile, her family, isn't it?
Yeah, and I know she's got a son and a daughter. They could have been twins. But I don't know well enough, and now I think I'm going to have to ask the audience.
Think they'll know?
I'm hoping they will.
Yeah, it's your call.
Yeah, I'll ask the audience.
Right, audience, first lifeline that Danielle's needed is serious money. It's for 20 grand. This is the question. Which of these women is not the mother of twins? Now, A on your keypads is Gabby Logan, B, Jennifer Lopez, C, Margaret Thatcher, D, Paula Radcliffe. It's for £20,000. A, B, C or D. All press your keypads now. %70 say Paula Radcliffe. 27% think Thatcher. Nobody thinks Gabby Logan. And 3% think Jennifer Lopez. You're nodding, but in a kind of, that's not really helped me sort of way.
I'm just wondering whether I said a bit too much beforehand and whether people are going with what I said or whether they actually know it. Oh, I should have just shut my mouth, shouldn't I?
Yep.
Story of my life.
It's your call. It's pretty high, 70%.
I think, yeah. And that is the one that I was going for, because I don't think she'd have had time to squeeze out another couple of babies since her little girl. She may, I can't think what her daughter's name is. She's the presenter. Well, anyway, she must have had twins that I'm just not aware of.
What?
Margaret must have had twins that I'm not aware of, and maybe her daughter is one of twins. Yeah, I'll go for Paula Radcliffe. Happy with that.
Paula Radcliffe sat in that very chair you sat in.
She?
A few months ago. Yeah, very good.
She wasn't pregnant with twins at the time, was she?
You'll be trying to pump me from information, wouldn't you?
No, that's cheating. Paula Radcliffe, please.
As if. Final answer.
Final answer.
Margaret Thatcher is the mother of twins. You've just won £20,000.
Yes.
Yeah, and not a lot of people know that. Well, they do, actually. 70% of this audience knew that. But a lot of people did not realise that Thatcher's little babies were now big people, are twins.
Didn't realise.
You have £20,000. Still calm? Not really.
Yeah, it's like a dream. I think I'm in a big dream at the moment.
No, it's not.
I'm going to wake up
real.
soon.
Me here, you there, sister up there. Audience here. You have £20,000 real hard cash.
50 grand's the next question.
Yes, I was going to tell you that bit, but you beat me. That's fine. You've got 2 lifelines. You got a 50-50. You can phone a friend. The next question is for £50,000. Danielle, I will tell you, if you go for it and give me a wrong answer, you lose 19 of the £20,000 you got at this moment. Please don't do that. OK? Question number 7 for £50,000 is this. The goldfish is a member of which family? Salmon, perch, pike, carp.
I can't stand fishing. Haven't got a clue.
Seems a little harsh.
Oh, well, there's nothing to it, is there? You just sit there at the side, you know, waiting for a fish. No.
Can I remind you how much you need me to help you through this show?
Goldfish is a member of which family?
If only you could phone a friend who was a fisherman.
I'm just trying to think who I can call.
You got a 50-50. You got to phone a friend.
50-50 is not going to help because I haven't actually got the faintest idea. I'll probably say it isn't a pike or a salmon. Maybe 50-50 might help. But I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't trust myself. I'll have to phone a friend and.
It's for 50 grand. This is serious fun.
I need to make the right decision. Who shall I ring? I'm not sure if one of my friends loves fishing or hates fishing. I can't quite decide. Yeah, I'm going to have to ring Richard.
Richard?
Richard.
Who's he?
He's a friend of mine who also likes appearing on quiz shows.
OK. Is he any good?
Yeah, he is, actually. Yeah. He's very knowledgeable. I'm just hoping that he's into fishing as well.
OK, we'll phone him. Where is he?
Rutland.
I know Rutland.
In Rutland, yeah.
OK.
Come on. Come on.
Hello?
Richard?
Yes.
Chris Tarrant here, good evening.
Hello, Chris.
How are you?
How are you? I'm fine, thank you.
Now, serious business. Danielle's here. She's doing really rather well. She's stuck on one particular question, Richard. She says you'll probably know the answer.
I hope so.
It's quite serious money. It's for £50,000.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. OK, so no pressure. Next voice here will be Danielle. She'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of them is worth £50,000. She'll have 30 seconds. All right, mate.
OK. Yeah.
Fingers crossed, Danielle. Fingers crossed, darling. Lots of luck. Your time starts now.
Richard, the goldfish is a member of which family? Salmon, perch, pike or carp?
I think it might be carp, but it's only a guess, Danielle.
That's just a guess, you haven't...
That's just a guess. Say them again.
Salmon, perch, pike or carp?
I think a goldfish is a carp, but I'm not sure.
Can you rule any out?
Not really, no. I'm sure it's not a salmon, but...
You sure it's not a salmon?
I'm sure it's not a salmon, but good luck anyway.
Thank you very much. That was good timing, wasn't it?
Good luck anyway.
Well, I'm going to use my 50-50.
OK,
and I hope something comes up with salmon.
OK,
hopefully carp and salmon.
Ooh. Right. Computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Danielle the right answer for £50,000 and the other remaining wrong one.
Yeah.
Now, these are those moments in your life, aren't they?
I know what I've got to do. There's not a chance that I can risk £19,000 on getting the wrong answer. I can't risk dropping to £1,000 from 20. £20,000 is so much money, and I'll be more than happy to take that. Richard didn't know, unfortunately, and I don't know, and...
Well, he had half an inclination, didn't he?
No, he just said it was a guess, and a guess isn't good enough for dropping £19,000. 20 grand. Whew. Yeah. I'm very happy with that.
There will be so many fishermen in this country screaming.
I'm sorry if I've offended anyone.
They will be screaming. Aren't you? Yeah.
Just not for me.
No, it's not that. Just there will be so many people who do know the answer. The difference is you're here, they're not.
Yeah.
There's no way I want you to lose 19 grand.
No.
So that'd be all right then, would it, going over 20 grand?
More than all right, yeah.
More than all right?
£22,000, isn't it? Yeah. Very big blessing indeed.
Yeah.
I'll take the money, please.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Give her a big hand. She goes away. She goes away with £20,000. You know what I'm going to tell you, don't you? Because I have to say, being a very keen fisherman, sitting here going through that, oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Like, oh, no, please.
Sorry.
No, it's not for me. It's just sitting here thinking, I know the answer to a £50,000 question and not being able to help you at all. The right answer is carp. Which he kind of guessed, but he wasn't. He wasn't sure enough.
He wasn't sure enough.
Right, give her a big hand. £20,000.